Hey guys, what's up? How's everyone managing all the yum energies right now? Say hi if you stop by. All the yum energies right. Okay, just wanted to make sure that was working. Today I'm talking about forgiveness, which is going to be super fun and maybe not what you think. So hold on, breathe deep. Let yourself be still, present, open. And while I wait for some of you to join, let's just take some big, deep, conscious breaths. So one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And let's just breathe deep in through your nose and hold at the top. Breathe out your mouth. In through your nose. Hold at the top. Out through your mouth. In through your nose. Hold at the top. Out through your mouth. So, a lot of you that have been following this journey with me, stepping into new levels of consciousness, higher vibrational energy, a lot comes up, a lot gets stirred up, and we go layer by layer, level by level, breath by breath, staying in tune with ourselves, with our higher consciousness, being aware, being that conscious observer in the background, noticing the sensations and the feelings. Hi, thanks for saying hi. Noticing the sensations and the feelings, the beliefs that stir up within us. And as these things move through us, it's our job to breathe into them, to open to them. We're not closing off. We're staying open. We're learning how to feel, expand enough to hold them all and alchemize them into something new and beautiful. And as we're on this journey, and especially with the eclipse season that just passed, all the different shifts and frequencies the earth is moving through right now, a lot is coming up. And so many of you that work with me one-on-one or in my group containers have been moving through forgiveness. I myself have been moving through forgiveness to things that I thought I had forgave and let go of a long time ago. And so I've been deepening into forgiveness, the energy of forgiveness, the vibration of forgiveness, what it really, really looks like, right? Everyone here already knows now that forgiveness is more than you for you, right? It's not so much about the other person or situation that you're forgiving, but it's really about setting yourself free, allowing yourself to move through and cleanse all of those other vibrational energies, cords, and attachments. But what I think that, and especially in a lot of the spiritual communities and containers, we forget about forgiveness is that what we have to do in order to move through it is to allow ourselves to feel and experience and move into the feelings of hurt and betrayal and resentment that we have held. I think a lot of people sprinkle, oh, I'm going to forgive, I let you go, I release you. And then they try to move on, but they're scared to face the pieces and parts of themselves that, number one, feel the betrayal, your inner child, those other parts of you that really felt the hurt, that felt the betrayal. It's okay to feel those energies. You're not hurting or harming anyone by allowing yourself to acknowledge and validate those feelings for yourself and for your inner child. And a lot of times when people go to try to forgive someone or something, even themselves or the universe, all of a sudden they start feeling all of these feelings, the anger, the resentment, the hurt. And they try to push it away. No, I've forgiven, I've let it go. But when we can, like I said at the beginning, open wide to all of these feelings, let them consume you if you need to, knowing that they are sensations, that they are just a part of life, just like joy, just like excitement. They're not good, bad, right, or wrong. They're all sensations and a part of life that you can grow from, learn from, alchemize. They're all energy you can use to create anew. But you do need to feel them and allow them to move through you. And second, we need to forgive and look at the parts of ourselves that allowed that behavior to occur in the first place. The part of you that allowed the betrayal, that allowed the hurt, that allowed the pain. And I know this part gets a little, feels icky, like I would never, I didn't call that in, whatever. But I do know from my own personal experiences that we play a role in every part of every story, occurrence, experience that happens for us in life. And so we forgive the other or the experience or the universe or whatever it might be. And we also forgive ourselves. And when we forgive ourselves, there's also that sense of betrayal, that sense of pain, that sense of hurt for the pieces and parts of ourselves that we betrayed, for the pieces and parts of ourselves that we stepped out of alignment or integrity with and created hurt with. And it doesn't mean you're wrong or bad or need to feel shame for doing, being, attracting, allowing, however you want to call it, that behavior to yourself. It just means you did the best you could with what you had. And there was a situation that occurred where there was hurt and harm taking place, and you're now in a place of compassion, of love, of forgiveness. And sometimes that hurts like hell. And it's okay. And we have to allow ourselves to be with the hurt and with the pain and with all of those feelings too. When we run from the darkness and when we run from those other feelings, what we're doing is just compressing them down deeper inside of us. When we can be open to them, and when we can start to be open in the moment instead of closing off and then dealing with it later, like so many of us do. But when we can be open as they all arise, they move through us quicker. Today, as I was walking, I go on these meditative walks in the morning and I go barefoot around my whole neighborhood. They probably think I'm some crazy lady that walks barefoot in her sweatpants every morning. That's okay. I'm walking barefoot up and down the streets, and I'm feeling my feet on the pavement beneath me or the grass beneath me, and I'm feeling the oscillation between how luscious and nurturing and open the dewy grass feels versus when I'm walking on the pavement and the little shards of everything are sticking into my feet. And I'm really sinking into this feeling of forgiveness and how I can really allow my clients to move through the next level of this. And I'm tuning in and I'm asking the Earth Mother, please show me, please help me, please alchemize the parts of forgiveness within me and open me up. And what she did was she showed me as I walked along the pavement. She said to me, this pavement that's been poured over me, the masks, the cements, the plaque that's been poured over me, that's hidden my beauty, that's hidden my roots, that's hidden my nurturing substance. That is what resentment and anger and betrayal do to the human soul. And as I walked on the grass and I felt her luscious, life-giving, nurturing energy, she said, this is freedom, this is life. And we've done this to ourselves in so many ways. We've let the hate and the hurt and the harm, the betrayal and the anger and the resentment be caked over us, suffocating those life-giving, nurturing, open, luscious energies. And we've allowed it to slowly dim our light, to dim our shine, to dim the parts of us that are so ready to be fully alive. And it's when we can chisel away all of those parts that we've closed ourselves off from life because we're still holding on to those angers and fears and resentment because we haven't quite moved completely into forgiveness, that we stay contained and not fully open to our infinite consciousness. It's when we allow our wounded, hurt inner child to shut us in that cage of safety instead of opening to a brand new day, knowing that whatever happens in life is happening for us. And that as we can move into a state of compassion and grace, knowing that impermanence is the one thing that we can always count on. Impermanence and change are the one things that we can always count on. And I know I talk about this a lot, but I'm going to remind you again, it's my own experience with being diagnosed with cancer at a young age as an only parent when I was 21, being faced with death head on, that allowed me to see how sacred every single moment of every single day was. And it's that has propelled me, that has accelerated my opening journey, because I never want to live a day of my life closed off to the experiences and wonder of what this life is teaching me. Whether it's another person that betrays me, whether it's somebody that hurts or harms me, or somebody that loves and gives to me fully, I want to experience it all because I remember and know who and what I am. Love, universal consciousness. You cannot destroy or uncreate me. You cannot destroy or uncreate you. It's when we get attached to all those egoic ideas of what we are, and we start to close ourselves off and think that our body is what we are, our thoughts are what we are, our possessions are what define us, that we slowly shut ourselves off from the world and magic. And when you don't understand what and who you are, that universal consciousness, other people have power to throw you off your game. When somebody hurts or betrays you or causes you harm, you either give your power away through anger and rage and why, and you invest all of this energy into hatred and more hurtful energy, or you internalize and you blame yourself and I deserved this, and of course this is happening to me. And either way, you're investing more energy in that external world and outcome and giving your power away rather than opening and feeling, oh, what they said just activated something within me that feels sensationally uncomfortable. Can I be with this? Can I learn from this? Can I open and expand to this? Let this move through me. Understand that this is energy. And that if this is energy, I can alchemize it into more of what I want and love and desire. If I understand that this is energy, no matter how uncomfortable, can I bring it in and open fully to it and move it through me in a way that creates more beauty and love and light in this world? I am that powerful. You are that powerful. But it's when we pretend to forgive and let all those feelings be compressed inside that we dim our light a little. It's when we shy away from all of the sensations and the feelings and think that we're going to create more of it if we feel it. And it's exactly the opposite. It's as we feel it, it dissolves more quickly and we can alchemize it into more of what we want. I know that this all seems, when I say it, maybe it sounds really easy to you, maybe it sounds really hard to you, but really what it comes down to is a conscious decision about what you want to feel. It's a conscious decision about opening up and realizing that every experience, every sensation, every part of life is happening for you, through you, even because of you. And it's from there that you have the empowerment, the sovereignty, the ability to create more of what you desire. This week, I'm going to be releasing another meditation. I promised you guys I would release a new one every week, sinking deep into the energy of forgiveness. Last week, we worked on that universal compassion. I love all of the feedback I'm getting from that meditation. I hope that it allows you to continue open to that deeper feeling of compassion and love for yourself and the world. This week, we're going to focus on forgiveness and clearing out all of those old energies that we have stuck and attached to so that we can free ourselves to more love. And next week, we'll open more to that frequency of love, to universal love, and to spreading that throughout the world and throughout our lives. I so appreciate all that you do. And if you're really stuck here, a couple of things that will help are my Inner Child Oracle card deck. You can find links for all of these in my bio. And right now I do have some slots open for one-on-one work with Inner Child Movement, Divine Channeled Messages, and always my Conscious Creators community on Substack, where you can get daily inspirational messages for me to keep you in alignment and in tune with your higher levels of consciousness. As you guys move through this week, I ask you to stay open to life, all of the feelings and the vibrations and the sensations that come with it. Allow yourself to feel empowered by life, allowing all of it to move through you. And remember always that you are love and you are loved. Breathe deep, plan on miracles, and I'll see you next week.